Peace and blessings. This is Taco Tuesdays morning intro. I got some in the middle music, and then we got some outro music that was requested by Michelle. That's some Stevie Wonder we're going to be playing at the end. Got some music in the middle, and to kick the episode off officially, this is Styles P.
You gotta mastermind your business. It's the best thing you could do. Trust me. Overhaul. Money on my mind with a gun on my waistline. Think about death if you planning to take mine. Shout out to the homies that's doing the state time. Wasn't race related, but know it's a hate crime. Niggas hate being broke, hate being laid on the rent. Hustle graveyard, a nigga laid on the bench. Came from the trenches, it's a pump in the trench pump. I love drug money, the plug send dope. Then I had to think about the game. Death or a cell, or a life full of pain. Once you get the picture, you can get about the frame. It's a fair shot, all headshots, all the same. I'm just getting money while doing this G shit. Getting old, blowing the old, leaving the weed set. Probably on the plane, I don't fuck with the precinct. Cause the Jake's all in it, rats and snakes all in it. Goes way out the way of the pigs and the snakes. Cause these permanent ass niggas gon' rat. I'm about peace, but I'm still up on the streets. So I'm looking at my piece like I left this shit black.
And we are talking specifically about white men. We are talking specifically about white men.
Tell him one more time.
We are talking specifically about white men. And I'm just going to say it. Fucking unapologetically going to say it. White men are the most dangerous species in the entire fucking world to women and to everyone else. So we can reframe, right? Men want to be like, not all men. It's always a white man that fucking says that, by the way. Not all men are like that. Okay, so let's reframe the question. Would you rather be trapped in the woods with a white man or a black man? A white man or an Arab man? A white man or an Asian man? A white man or an Italian man? This one might be tough. A white man or a Frenchman? White men are the problem. You are who we are all afraid of.
No doubt.
If you all do not start fucking changing your shit, we're gonna come fucking eat you. Bye.
She's one of the good ones. She can come to the cookout any day of the week. This is DVJ and Michelle. It's Taco Tuesday, June 18th. It's Juneteenth Eve. So it's about 90-something degrees out here today in Milwaukee. Just want to say peace and blessings to everyone. Hope life's treating everyone well. Going to take on this week. Stay cool. Get that money. Tell somebody you love them. Go do something good for somebody. And enjoy the music, the clips, the content, and the podcast. We appreciate everyone listening. We have reached over 1,800 downloads now. Yeah. It's got a couple new listeners from India, Gabon, Africa. I'm still having trouble pronouncing that name. Yep. Shout out Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, New York, California, Virginia, Texas, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan. Did I say Illinois already? Florida, Washington. Thank you. Oh, Iowa as well. Thank you. Yep. Appreciate everyone listening. Yep. We'll be closing in on that 2,000. I'll give it about a week. Yep. So we're doing something right. We're doing something right. And we're going to continue. So enjoy today's episode. Now let's see, tomorrow's going to be the true test. Because it's Juneteenth Day tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Baden already messed up. I don't think clearly I don't think it's intentional, but this probably slipped his mind. I'll give Mark Baden the benefit of the doubt. Because in his weathercast, was it yesterday evening, I think, or whatever, he was there? Or like late afternoon or what? Was it during the 4 o'clock or the 5 o'clock hour? He did like the 5-day or whatever forecast. He had all the first 3 days of summer. He had the Summerfest happy smiley face on the first 3 days of Summerfest, but the one right before that, which is Juneteenth, nothing. Come on, Mark. He was probably like, oh shit, I forgot to put. So I'm going to be paying attention, you local news people and weather people. I'm going to be checking to see if you got the Juneteenth holiday symbol on your news, on your weather forecast. See, look, 7-day forecast. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they got the Summerfest face on it, but Wednesday, which is Juneteenth tomorrow, nothing.
And there's a parade.
What is that? That means she's not thinking about it.
Right.
It's not even on her mind, not even a tiny bit. And you're in a fucking newsroom. I'm sorry I'm cussing, because it kind of bothers me. You're in a newsroom. You work around black people. You having conversation. Even if you as a white person that works in the news, even if you're not having conversations about Juneteenth, other people are in there. You're hearing it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you? What is that? What is that? And I think that some white people that are not racist, because majority of white people aren't. But I feel like a lot of that segment of people that aren't, I feel like they have a hard time challenging the whites that are questionable or that are racist. You know what I mean? Because I feel like some of the good ones just don't want to get into that bickering with the bad white person. We're just going to say, you know what I mean? It's like, because I feel like there's that part of like, well, dang, if I do that, like, because they know people in their world aren't into black stuff, so they feel like if they, create a post or do something that's like in favor of a black issue or a black subject, or they're highlighting something black, or it looks like they're supporting something black, and then their white friends see it. It could be something you post online. Like, let's say, I'm just gonna use you for an example, but let's say you went, and this is just a scenario I'm totally creating up. Let's say tomorrow comes, it's Juneteenth, and you create a post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, and you're like, oh, happy Juneteenth Day, hope everyone goes down to celebrate, I'm looking forward to it. In your mind, now I don't know how you think specifically, but I'd be willing to bet a good number of white people, the good ones we're calling them, that create that post in support of Juneteenth, I guarantee you they're thinking, there's things going through their head as they're posting it, like, I wonder, they're thinking about their white friends that might be questionable. Like, I wonder if, it's a thought in their head. They may not even ever voice it to anybody. They may never even mention it, but in their head, they're thinking that. Especially if it's the first time someone's done something in support of something, and you put it out there, there's going to be people, even if they don't even mention it to you, there's going to be people that you're Facebook friends with or whatever, and that you think are super cool. And in reality, they're going to see that post, and in their mind, they're going to be like,
They're gonna like eye roll about it.
They're gonna be eye rolling it. Dang, I didn't know that. I didn't know they supported black things like that. I didn't know. Like they're discovering some bad shit about you or something. Yeah, there's some of that going on because like that, it's like they don't like some white people. They don't want to get kicked out the white club. It's like they may consider they may be a good, you know, whatever. I hate saying that, a good white. I'm sick of saying that, but you know what I mean? It's almost would be, this may be a bad analogy, but it almost be the equivalent of like a black guy dating a white girl or a white girl, you know, vice versa, whatever, and being half worried about bringing them around. You know, if you're someone white and you have a black boyfriend, you may be a little worried about bringing them around because you're worried about potentially some of your family members or some of your acquaintances, co-workers, friends or whatever, you know, not being accepting of it.
Right.
And then you got to decide how you're going to navigate through that. Like, are you willing to deal with all that? Or you, not you, I'm saying, but like, same thing for a black person. If they want to date somebody white, there's a lot that goes into that. Yeah, Boston won last night. And I just don't see myself watching too much WNBA.
Yeah. YouTube video of Roman Reckless.
I did too. That shit had me crying.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah, shout out Roman Reckless, Maria. Well, obviously we don't know her last name. She's a YouTuber. She has a channel called Roman Reckless. Her dog just died. Blue. I think her dog was like 9 years old. So anyways, why it's a little bit significant, you know, we've been watching her podcast, for a couple years now probably?
Yeah.
Lives in her Defender. I think she had like one of them old time like Defender trucks or whatever. So she was traveling the country, you know, 50-state tour or whatever, the van life people call it, and then her dog had got sick. What kind of dog did she have? Wasn't like a
Australian Shepherd.
An Australian Shepherd. They have cancer or something. Mm-hmm. So the dog got sick, and then, you know, I think everyone could kind of, and I think she kind of knew too, just because like the stuff that they had the dog eating and just all the, so I think she knew like that her dog was on his last days, but, and then all of a sudden, yesterday she posted that her dog had died. So I wonder if she's going to continue her podcast though. That's got, because that dog's a huge part of your podcast. She did get another one, a little puppy, so, but I wonder how she's dealing with that.
She'll go home and, you know, take some time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, but just a little random conversation right there. But anyway, it's relevant, like pets. You know, like one of our, Charlie, he's getting older. He's 13. So when that happened, I was just like, man, I told Michelle, we're going to have to deal with that with Charlie. Probably within the next couple of years. I'm not looking forward to that one bit. 'Cause I know if I'm crying a little bit of someone else's dog passing. Yeah, so I hate thinking about that. I know I talk about death a lot, but I just, man, because like death is something you can't control.
Right, and it's unexpected.
It's unexpected. You literally have zero control. I mean, you have control over how you eat, maintaining your health, keeping yourself, like all of that, obviously.
You can't
but
fight death.
You cannot fight death. You cannot fight it off. You can't. You can't. And that's what I say. I hate that. It's like, dude, like, I want to live forever. Why can't I live forever? Why can't we all just fucking live forever?
Yeah.
Like, why does our heart have to stop at some point? Like, why does our body have to start breaking down at some point? Like, what is that? I can't imagine not living. That's what I'm saying. Like one day this isn't gonna be a thing anymore, and that sucks. That's bullshit to me. And I feel a lot of people don't like talking about that. I mean, obviously, but like, man, yeah, that's the one thing I wish, if I had a wish. I always said if I could have one wish, it would be that I could stop the aging process and live forever and just like will be the equivalent of like 40.
Right.
Like mentally, physically, just all that. What would your age be if you could be one age forever?
40's a good one.
Ain't it?
Even 45.
Yeah.
Anything below 50. I'm not picky.
We just want to live. Yeah, but yeah, back to the Juneteenth thing. I was just gonna be paying attention. You know, not the end of the world stuff, but I'm just gonna be paying, because those are just signs.
I did see Channel 12 did post about the parade on Facebook, though.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I just want to see what people are doing. And I ain't calling nobody out specifically, but these weather channels, I'm gonna be checking to see on your 5-day forecast or whatever if you're including Juneteenth holiday. And you got your little emblems up there, because you guys got all the summerfest stuff ready to go. You got the happy face on there for the first 3 days. Can we get Juneteenth up there? That's what I'm saying. And if you're not doing it, it's not on your mind, or no one's telling you or nothing like that. What is that? That's a mentality. That's a mindset.
Also because it's a parade. People want to know what the weather's going to be like.
Exactly. Right. That's
like,
the other
I
thing.
think even for like the Irish parade or the St. Patrick's Day parade, they have a little thing on them.
Yup. Exactly. So what is that? I'm gonna say it for the last time. I'm not asking Michelle. I'm just saying it like
Well,
what
I
is
don't
that?
have an answer for you.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right.
I don't know why.
There can only be a few things. Like, you either not thinking about it, which means it's not on your mind. I ain't gonna say you don't care. Because sometimes if you say someone doesn't care about something, they get butthurt about that. Just that term, oh, you don't care. It's just me, like, it's not on their mind. It's not. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a mindset, though. It's either that, or some people feel like maybe it's not their lane. Maybe some white people feel like it's not their lane to do that. No, it is your lane. Get involved. We just don't want y'all trying to run and control Juneteenth, because it's not a white event. We want everyone there, though. That'd be like the same as black people trying to go and organize and set up and run Irish Fest or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, we're gonna go down there and participate in everything, but we're not gonna be there trying to set it up, coordinate it, do all this stuff. We'll help out.
And they had
because that shows teamwork.
The Juneteenth parade has big sponsors.
They do have some better sponsors this year. And I'm gonna say, I already said it yesterday, if it's gonna be 90 something, Juneteenth might be we might just go down there for a few minutes if you're cool with that. Not a few minutes, but maybe a walkthrough, something to eat. I'm not gonna be out there in no 90 something degree. And then you throw on all the people, and then all the food trucks with all that heat coming out the fucking things and shit.
I'm sweating just
thinking about that shit.
I'm glad I took those peas and carrots when I went over to the house yesterday.
Michelle,
I didn't know where to put
bag
it.
of peas,
I had it on my back, but then I was sitting all weird.
So then it started
like,
getting wet too, right? And like kind of.
And it was just kind of pushing me forward.
We're talking about a bag of peas Michelle took with her over to the house yesterday because it was so hot.
So then I put it on my neck.
The neck felt better, didn't it?
Yeah, and then I just had it on my lap. But then when I got out of the car,
it's all wet.
It wasn't wet, but like I definitely had swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Like I was like, oh my God, I hope like my shorts don't look wet.
And then they're sticking to your butt and shit. Oh. Two killed in 90 minutes, y'all. I'm sorry, baby. What were you saying?
Like when I got out of the car, I quick did one of these.
Isn't that embarrassing sometimes?
I didn't even care at that point. Because I was like, I'd rather have this than like, you know, my ass be hungry. So then,
when we talk about ass being hungry, that's when your drawers go all up in your butt and shit.
Yeah.
So your ass is hungry.
And then, it felt so good when I got in the store.
Right.
I just like got out of the way and just like stood by the lettuce for a minute.
Trump's bitch ass is gonna be in Racine today.
And then then the sprayers came out. You know. They have that little jingle. And I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, this feels so good. And then this older lady walked by me. She was like, why do you think I'm in the produce department?
Right.
And I was like, man, it's hot out there.
Yeah. Yeah, we went out and they're painting our garage again for the second time. Because the first time, I guess they didn't do a good job or whatever, so...
Looks like they're putting a second coat of white and the numbers, and they're redoing the lines. Because some of them, it probably came off with the power washing.
Late last night, the school board decided to put two separate $60 million referendum questions on the
$120 million for Tulsa schools? Do they need it?
Probably their schools are old.
Board to put referendum on November ballot. $120 million for Tulsa schools?
Operational expenses. Now this comes as the school district is considering closing 2 middle schools within the next 5 years.
Milwaukee Public Schools has a new acting superintendent.
Just listen to the news, y'all, with y'all for a second.
Voted unanimously to approve the district's agreement with Eduardo Galvan. He takes over for current MPS Superintendent Dr. Keith Posley, who resigned effective June 30th.
Thank you, President Herndon, members of the board, for giving me this opportunity to serve the families and students within MPS. I've done this my entire adult life, and I will do my best to do the best that I can for this wonderful, wonderful community. Thank you.
I'll let the president preview his remarks.
That's the Brian Style clown.
Anytime the president comes to your home state, and I think it's terrific that President Trump is coming to Racine to talk about.
That's the Brian Style guy, was the guy that we were talking about. Remember, I made the mistake. Call. Yeah. Yeah, so Style is the one that was trying to cover up and trying to co-sign that bullshit when Trump was saying that he didn't say nothing bad about Milwaukee and they're oppressing dude. He was trying to clean it up for Trump. Talking about, look at Milwaukee, a 9-year-old just got shot. Well, what about all the other crime? There was a ton of crime out there in Menominee Falls. Y'all go and look on Menominee Falls website. Some of them videos we played and stuff like that, those are from out of Menominee Falls. There's a lot of crime going out there. Stolen cars, people getting shot, domestic violence.
Kids from the harms of social media. The new warning label, the nation's top doctor, wants to put on caps.
There's a thing too, a new law coming out possibly. Where they want to make it like if you have a DV or whatever, they want to be able to take your guns and shit away from you. I think that's a great idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because domestic violence is one of the main major crimes out here. It's like I'm saying, because a domestic violence can lead all the way up to a homicide and all that shit. So they do need to be taking somebody, and most of the time it'll be these men. I'm just saying men. I ain't even putting no color on it right now. It'll be men most of the time. I said most of the time. It'll be some women out here doing some trifling ass shit too. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is look on the crime stories. There's some women out here doing some straight up brutality. But I'm saying for the most part, it'll be men. beating their wives up, throwing them around, slapping them around, killing them and shit, and all that domestic violence stuff. They need to do that. Yeah. Because if they're not going to take guns away, which it's impossible to take guns away. It just is. And that's the other thing, like, we complain about guns all the time, the shootings, no matter what neighborhoods they are, in the rural areas, the suburbs, the hood, wherever, right? School shootings, all that. People complain about guns, right? And the violence, all that, right? But we ain't doing shit to try to take them away.
Like this project, where homes are being retrofitted with energy.
We know what the problem is, but we don't want to do anything about it.
Energy bill goes down. Wisconsinites, this is the future.
Hey, baby.
Hi.
What you thinking for music today? And podcast?
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Ooh.
And you know what song?
I know what song you want. I got you, baby. Got you. Nice.
Can you feel it coming out? Okay.
Let's see. No. Yeah, we're trying to see if what are those, just the air ducts? Yeah, the air vents are, hi honey. Yeah, we're just trying to make sure our air vents are working real good here. Yeah, it's me 90 something, so we're just making sure the air is flowing out the vents. We got all our window shut. Listen to this.
So far, no word on if anyone was injured or arrested. Meanwhile, former Buck player Drew Holiday, now a champion once again.
That's crazy, baby. You know, Boston won a championship, so they were celebrating last night in the city.
Yeah.
It was a bunch of white boys and shit jumping on police cars. They're all on light poles, hanging from the light poles and shit like that. I thought they called black people monkeys. I thought we were the fucking. Now, I'm not calling white people monkeys. I think that's a disrespectful term. Like, nobody should be calling anybody that bullshit. But I'm saying, like, they're always saying black people are one always fucking climbing things and calling us monkeys and shit. I just saw a bunch of white people on these poles out here in Boston. They're on street poles, climbing the street poles.
Yeah.
And they're jumping and stomping on top of police cars. Are any of them going to get arrested? I didn't see anyone black doing that shit. And when these protests come, when all this stuff comes, watch. They're going to be blaming black people for anything that gets destroyed or looted or anything. Let a Walgreens or something get broke into or some shit. They're going to be blaming black people for it. There's a lot of stings going on right now. There's a lot of these robberies, like these jewelry store robberies and these clothes robberies and stuff like that. And a lot of these, like there was this one here in Wisconsin. 3 dudes from Texas came down here and tried to rob a bank. I forgot where it was. Was it in Brookfield? I don't want to say, but it was. They came all the way down here from Texas to rob banks. That is somebody else. There's an adult or some adults running these things because they popped somebody out in California recently. It was 2 white people that were running this theft ring, and they were sending black teenagers and young black kids and shit to steal out of these stores. Well, who were the masterminds? It was 2 white people. A married couple. Yep. Because you can tell too. Oh shit, here they're talking about, let's see. Because Trump's bitch ass is coming here.
It's those people's votes, and insulting their home probably isn't the way to get it. But again, we're back in, well, you know, that's not what he meant when he said shithole or when he said whatever else, and here we are again. So you get inside Donald Trump's brain, Stephen, and you know, I want you to tell me, he goes to Racine today. What does he do? Does he address this? Does he not ignore it? Or does he attack Democrats for making things up, as he said?
Well, Racine is the swingiest district of possibly the swingest state.
Yeah, it really
a
is.
few votes here and there can make a big difference. I think it was, 20,000?
No, it's Kenosha, buddy.
22,000. So anything can matter. I don't think he brings it up today, but I'm pretty sure when he stands up there at the convention, he's going to say, I love Milwaukee. And everyone will forget. Trump once said, what you're seeing and what you're hearing is not what's happening. He said that to his supporters, and he's made a brand out of that.
If you're the Biden campaign, how concerned are you about Wisconsin? It's a close state. It's always a pivotal state. It wasn't 2020, it wasn't 2016. Just about the president standing in Wisconsin as he has into re-election. And what is he going to do differently to make sure it doesn't flip to Trump?
I mean, I think that he's concerned about it. Obviously, they're spending a ton of money there. They're doing a lot of organizing. They're getting boots on the ground to turn votes out. So, of course, they're worried about it. I think that the President Biden needs to continue to talk about the
Megan, slow your roll. You're talking too fast. It's 5:15 in the morning.
Doing and like the drama and the tabloidness of his campaign, and just continue to talk about the issues. And he needs to pivot to the economy and show people what he's done for them on the economy.
All right. Okay. We'll see if he decides to do that. And ahead.
All right, see, here's channel 12. Lindsay Slater, not trying to, point her out, but like she's doing her weather forecast. Where's the Juneteenth logo? Listen, let's see if she mentions it at all.
They may be marginally strong, but the overall expectancy of severe weather is pretty low. A lot of storms to the north and west part of the state that'll be happening as a cold front arrives. As we go into Wednesday morning, a lot of this fizzles, so I really don't expect much in the way of any rain chances that are consistent until about when.
I'm going to check all our local news stations to see who or who isn't highlighting Juneteenth Day tomorrow.
Any rain chances the rest of this week. It just kind of wiggles back and forth. So we have something that can conjure up a few of those thunderstorms. So Wednesday evening, Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon, Saturday afternoon, we have the chance of these little pop-up thunderstorms. For the opener, though, what you can expect, it is still going to be hot and humid. The good news is that we have the wind coming off the lake, so it will be noticeably cooler. Still humid, but noticeably cooler. We do have a chance for storms, but there's a lot of dry time, so you can enjoy Summerfest. Today is probably the one day of the week we don't have much in the way of those storm chances. 91 degrees Wednesday. I would say in the evening you get better chances of storms as that cold front gets close. Thursday, we have a bit of that lake breeze.
She failed again. 7-day forecast. They got the Summerfest logo up there, but no Juneteenth. I know Jaron Jordan has to recognize that.
Absolutely. After the 90s.
I know the brother recognizes that. The one black dude on set, I know he's recognizing it. The two white ladies, they ain't even thinking about it. It is not even on their mind. Yeah, that's crazy.
Juneteenth is to show our talents to people who don't know what we do.
A Milwaukee dance team now preparing for tomorrow's Juneteenth parade. What inspires the three-time champs off the dance floor?
Still ahead at 6, we'll preview the new crime drama movie.
Now I switched over to CBS 58 here in Milwaukee and see if anyone at their news station talks about Juneteenth during their weather forecast. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. So we're going to watch CBS 58 for a few minutes, y'all. Yeah, if you're not interested in this, just fast forward. You know what I mean? It's all good. I ain't tripping about that shit at all. I understand. I fast forward, rewind through podcasts and stuff like that. I know you're not going to want to listen to every second of everything. I get it. I totally get it.
Now through Monday, purchase a select Queen Beautyrest mattress from Hasselus and get instant savings of $248 off the already low price. Free next day delivery, too. Find an employee-free showroom near you.
Here, where we're in the 70s to around.
This is CBS 58. Let's see what they're talking about.
On this afternoon. Our feature pet today is JoJo. It's not the shark pictured there. It's the dog in front of the shark. Thank you, Mira, for sending in that photo of JoJo, just, marveling at their catch. If you want your pet to be featured, you can send that photo in as well. That's not a catch. That's actually just, outside of a restaurant. Monday's high temp in Milwaukee, 94 degrees. That tied the old record from 1994. So we did see see some big heat yesterday, some record-tying heat here in the city of Milwaukee. And look at the highs for the rest of the area. Look at Kenosha there, especially 97 for the high there. We're seeing 95, upper 80s to around 90 for most of us here yesterday. We're going to see similar numbers here today with highs mostly in the lower half of the 90s. Still right around 90 degrees tomorrow, but then we bring back in that storm chance. And if you're looking for a break from the heat, that's going to come Thursday there in the upper 70s. But
yeah, Justin Thompson Gee, he failed too. We'll get one more shot. Let's see. On his like 5-day forecast thing, we'll see. So we're gonna give him another shot.
Alright, I see Flashdance. Is this the dance here where
Well, at least they're playing some Irene Cara from Flashdance. Irene Cara.
water?
I'm checking to see they're about to do the weather again. I'm about to see if Justin Thompson Gee throws up the Juneteenth symbol on there. People may be calling this petty, but it shows you what's on people's minds. You know what I mean? Because you have to be thinking about something to be involved in it, right? So let's see. Here we go.
Yep. Okay, certainly a hot one out there. This is also the time we can't stress this enough. Water, hydration, water.
Yep, water, sunscreen,
yes,
for all skin types, doesn't matter. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Take breaks. Find some air conditioning. There's cooling shelters. There's libraries, malls, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So find a way to kind of beat the heat here a little bit, because it is going to last here for a couple more days. And that's typically when we start to see some more of those health problems, when you don't just have the heat for 1 day or 2 days, when you get one of these heat waves and you get it for longer and longer. Yesterday we did tie the record. We hit 94 for the high in the Milwaukee area. That ties the old record here from 1994. Now today the record is a little bit warmer here at 96. The forecast is a little bit cooler than yesterday at 93. So today's record overall looks safe, but still within 3 degrees, so still definitely on that record watch. Now we're also watching the record warmest low here for today. The warmest, the low temp, is definitely watch that temp here closely, especially over the next, say, hour or so. But it is still going to stay humid here, especially today and tomorrow. Dew points in the low 70s. That tropical level humidity that you felt yesterday, that's not really going anywhere.
So yeah, he failed too. We're gonna kick this episode off. Well, not kick it off, I mean music interlude is what I meant to say. We're gonna go on and throw in some LOX here. And then our outro music is gonna be Michelle's request, which is Stevie Wonder. She has a favorite song on there, so I'm gonna go on and cue that up at the end of the podcast, so be listening for that. Got a little Stevie Wonder coming up. But for now, this is LOX.
That's me the ghost. Got it out the mud till it turned into dirt. Yeah, put the love in my hustles, what earned me to work. Okay, little pain, I was feeling that very hurt. That just made my heart cold and very alert. They think I'm mad at him, I go on a smirk. I can start killing niggas, I go on a spurt. Yeah, before I had the deal, I was already on. Before they crack them open, they already gone. I am Malcolm and me and Della in the concrete jungle with knowledge of seeing dwellers. Shout to the sisters, smoking while I listen to the ancestors whisper. Fight for your freedom and your rights, cause you need them. And it's the tech age, so your life gets deleted if you're siphoning. If you ain't complete, you ain't elite. If your little brother's hungry to tell me how can she not good you? It's one for all for one. Brand Nubians, light up a doobie, give me a gun. I've been watching the news, I've been feeling the blues. You could get killed by the boys wearing the blue. And I don't mean the Crips, talk about the cops on the strip. See the option, your options to dip. It shouldn't have to be like that. Hard to survive, third eye, can't see like that. Ghosts. Got it out the mud till it turned into dirt. Yeah, put the love in my hustles, what earned me to work. Okay, little pain, I was feeling that very hurt. That just made my heart cold and very alert. Yeah, think I'm mad at him, I thought it was.
Y'all be looking for that new SP album too. It's coming.
Yonkers very own, Southside's finest. And I'm a miracle, cause I was nickel and diamond. Sticking niggas up, picking niggas up. Off their feet, on the street, had to keep my blickers up. My homie in the pen, told them nigga chip her up. Live the city when you touch down, we gon' rip it up. Ain't no slipping up, get the wine, sip it up. Cross the line, clip it up, get the brick, whip it up. Nah. That is no longer the wave. Legal money we gon' make, legal money we gon' save. Cause the game put a lot of good niggas in the grave. Check the flag shit, told Stone word the nip. This is dog nigga what? Word the X, word the click. Word to the California, push this on the strip. Inhale for the pain, then I take another sip. That's the ghost. Got it.
Good morning or evening, friends. Here's your friendly announcer. I have serious news to pass on to everybody. What I'm about to say could mean the world's disaster. Could change your joy and laughter to tears and pain. It's that love in need of love today. Don't delay, send yours in right away. Hey, going round, waking